Hi guys, Mythical here, welcome to the third round of the AOR GT3 Elite League, and today I'm at Road America. Now, last round at Donington, it was a very, very poor race, couldn't have got any worse. Made quite a few mistakes, and then had a glitch which put me up in the air for about 50 seconds, so that was quite frustrating. I've already put a video up on that. I think, you know, if you've watched it, it's quite funny to watch, but obviously at the time it was so frustrating, but it just capped the race off for me because it was really a poor race. Obviously, as well, I mentioned last week that Donington's not a circuit that I like, and coming away from it, the feelings hadn't changed. So yeah, onto this circuit. This is a track I actually do like. You know, it's got a nice flow to it. I just enjoy driving this track. I mean, I think normally when you come to circuits you have a feel for them, and you either like the track or you don't, or it's in the middle. And this track is a track that's probably towards me liking it. Obviously it's not my favourite track, but yeah, this is a track that I do prefer. It's probably one of the better tracks on the calendar. But anyway, hopefully I can get a good result. But let me get now onto this qualifying lap, the end of this qualifying lap, exiting turn 8. Now turn 9, it's like double right-hander, long right-hander. It's like a double apex right-hander, sorry. So now exiting turn 10, the carousel now. Heading towards turn 11, and I was actually struggling in this qualifying session. The times wasn't as good as I would have liked them to be. Maybe because of the tyre temperatures were dropping, and that's probably because I set the tyre pressures maybe too high, I'm not too sure. But yeah, I was practicing maybe not at the correct time, because this season we have a time progression of times 10, so this would have probably been about 8 or 9 o'clock now, because the qualifying session started at 5, which I was actually practicing on in practice, so I was practicing at 5 PM, but this is getting towards 8 or 9, so that may have been why I was struggling. But anyway, not less of that, coming to the line, and I do a 2:07.0, which put me in 7th position. If they got my personal best, I would have been in 6th position, so it wouldn't have really mattered. I'd have just been ahead of Leobot, obviously, who I presume you know who Leobot is, a very good driver from the AOR F1 division, who is a new driver now in this GT3 league, as we've got some other drivers as well coming in, so it's getting quite packed. This is a very competitive grid. But anyway, moving on to the start. Green lights go out, lights out, away we go here at Road America for round 3. Decent launch actually, so not bad. And now just trying to obviously get a clean turn 1, brake reasonably well, but then I'll just get squeezed out, which again is obviously frustrating. Then get on the curb, nowhere to go, so I have to go on the grass. Then I drop down to last, which obviously again is very frustrating. And to be honest, I think it would probably be better me off starting last, because then I could avoid some of this trouble. As yeah, I was a little bit frustrated while I just sort of got eased onto the grass. But there we go, you know, you've got to be a bit more opportunistic at the start, I suppose, so no hard feelings. But anyway, heading down towards turn 5. Stevie brakes a little bit early, as I'm going to try and get a good exit out of turn 5. Heading up the hill now for turn 6. And a brake before the bridge. Gets a little bit wide there, Stevie does. Gets on the curb, just trying to obviously pass him, but it's not really possible through this midsection unless he makes a mistake. As now I'm heading into turn 8, and again Robin made a mistake, but I'll get on the grass. Don't really know what I'm doing there, but anyway, back down into last position. So just trying to follow Robin round now. But anyway, skipping on to lap 2, and it's that event I get past Stevie. I don't know what happened with Stevie there, but up into 11th position. I believe Robin pitted as well, so he must have had damage from that contact with the wall. But on to lap 4 now, and Jordan has spun, so up into 10th, and I'm behind Proxody, who is a reserve driver, as I spin now on lap 6. just lost the car, and I was struggling with the tyre temperatures, as you can see on the screen, with the LED in between the bit of the steering wheel. So the front right's 76, it's blue, so it's quite cold, and obviously with the temperatures dropping at the night time, it's only going to get worse. So really just gotta hope these tyres hold out and not really get any colder, because otherwise I will be struggling as the night progresses. But sticking up the inside of Peroxide obviously went wide, but I was actually quite happy with that move. I did have to go a little bit aggressive, because otherwise I'd have lost probably a bit more time behind him. But anyway, lap 12, and as you can see now, Troy's going into the pits, and my plan was to go into the pits on lap 15, halfway through. But you know, I think hopefully if I pit, then I may be able to jump in, but I've really got to put some good laps. But as lap 15 came, I was thinking whether to go in the pits, but as you can see, I didn't go in the pits because I felt that the gap was increasing to Stevie, and I thought these tyres actually felt quite good. As you can see, Rez goes in the pits, but the tyres were actually not bad. So, you know, as the race was progressing, I actually thought about the one stop even more. Then about lap 18, I wasn't sure whether to do it or not, but then now side by side with Living Dead, but in a moment I'm going to get on the grass, which, yeah, a little bit frustrating. Now I got on the grass there, but I was not really going to pass him unless it was a extremely brave move around the outside at turn 5. But Atticus as well has catched up by quite a lot. He was catching by about 2 seconds a lap, so he is already pitted. He was, I think, I don't know where he was, but I know he had very good pace, as he did get pole, and he's a very good driver. And now you're going to see him make absolute banzai move at turn 8. Comes a bit too deep, comes across, but he's going to have the inside line for turn 9. And yeah, he gets that move done. I was actually quite surprised how he dive bombed it, but it was actually a very, very good move from Atticus there. Got to be fair, it was a very good move and very opportunistic, but he got the job done. And just gonna have to try and follow him round now, and hopefully can close back up. But really, obviously not really fighting Atticus, it's more Living Dead, because Living Dead commits to the inside, so he touches the grass, he locks up and luckily avoids Atticus, as I'm up into second position now. So yeah, just gotta try and obviously keep up with him, but that ain't gonna be possible, as he's now 5 seconds up the road on lap 24. T6 Bullet is right on my rear spoiler. I think there might have been a little bit of contact there. Didn't mean to come across him. If I did, I'm sorry, but anyway, I think he should get past, because obviously he's on fresher tyres, but he did have good pace. I believe he was in the 206.4s, I'm not sure, not too sure, but I know he was in the 206s. But anyway, he gets a really good exit out of turn 14, coming up the hill, and he's already halfway past. And you're going to see him now, as he's into second, I'm into third, and my teammate is in fourth. So I've got to just try and hold this position. But on lap 25, see Living Dead, he's got 3 wheels, he's lost a wheel, but on the entry of turn 12 I made a little bit of a mistake, lost the car, but thankfully I didn't half spin it, managed to not spin, because obviously that cost me more time. But I did lose about 3 seconds to Blizzard. But on lap 27 he did catch up. From that part he catched up about 3 seconds, and I nearly lost the car on the curb. That would have been actually disaster if I'd have lost it there on the last lap. Having done a really good, I think I've got to be honest, I don't want to sound too big-headed, but I think I did a really good job to keep the tyres alive for this amount of time, especially with the cooler conditions at the night time. You'd have thought the tyres would have gone off, as Blizzard tries to make a really opportunistic move as like Atticus, but it didn't manage to come off as he tapped the car. But he did let me back through, so fair play. If I can get this exit right, it looks like I'm going to claim my first podium of the season. As you see, he's in my rear view mirror, he's gaining with a slipstream, but I've just got to try and hold on. Nothing really you can do on the straight, but I'm going to cross the line now to get my first podium of the season. Very lucky, but who cares, you know. Good strategy, did well to keep the tyres alive. Thankfully Blizzard actually hit me, because otherwise he'd have probably got past me. But yeah, I'm happy with that. I don't think really Sakito, which is the next round, which is Suzuka by the way, if you didn't know, is going to be any good, because I've got to be honest, I've never liked Suzuka at all, even on F1 games. So no, I've never liked that circuit, so I think that circuit's not going to be good for me. But anyway, till next time, thanks for watching and goodbye.